Hi semua. So in this video we are going to discuss the concept of resistor in series and parallel. Okay, let's start with the resistor in series. Okay, so dalam figure ini kita nampak R1, R2 dan R3 are connected in series. Okay, so when total current flow, okay, this would be our I total pass through the R1. Okay, it is actually the same current pass through it, and then after that also still the same current I will pass through the R2 here, and then also the same current will pass through the R3. So from that we could say that same current will pass through each resistor, or we could rewrite the equation I total would be equals to I which is passed through the resistor 1 would be equals to current which passed through the I2, and also current which passed through the I3, but the difference is just the label. Okay, and then the total voltage V, which is from the supply, is shared by the three resistor. Okay, so we could write the equation V total is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Kita tak cakap the equally shared, tapi dia dikongsi. Okay, so this would be your second equation. So from the second equation, it can be written as, okay, so kita tahu sebelum ini kita belajar kita punya Ohm's law sama dengan V equals to IR. Okay, so I boleh plug in dekat sini. V total equals to I darabkan dengan R equivalent. R equivalent tu means R total. Okay. Okay, so times with V1 kan. Kat sini V1 betul? Okay, so V1 equals to I R1. Okay, V2 akan sama dengan I R2. And V3 kat sini akan sama dengan I R3. And then I will cancel all the I. And then I will get, to find out the R total ataupun R effective ataupun R equivalent is equals to just total up all the resistor that you have in the circuit. So R equivalent, since we just have 3 resistors, so we total up R equivalent equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we have 3 equations for series circuit. Okay, hopefully that clear. And then we move to the parallel circuit. Okay, so bagaimana kita boleh katakan kita punya arrangement of the circuit is parallel when the resistor shared common junction. Masih ingat lagi tak masa dekat topik capacitor, when we talk about capacitor, series and parallel, actually the same concept we apply to this one also. Okay, so when resistor share common junctions, nodes, ataupun paling mudah saya panggil dia sebagai simpang. Simpang tu maksudnya apa? Bila current sampai pada satu point, dia boleh memilih, dia boleh lalu atas. Maksudnya there are more than one way that it can flow through. Sama kan macam ni. So when the current reach point A, so it can go upward, to the right or downward. And also to B. Okay, bila current masuk kat sini, okay, okay, dia akan ada dua lah kan, ada dua, and then dia akan bergabung balik and then menjadi total I. Okay, but then the voltage across each resistor are the same. Untuk parallel, sama juga dengan capacitor kita belajar sebelum ni, voltage across parallel circuit would be the same at any point. So we could rewrite the equation V equals to V1 equals to V2 equals to V3. V1 tu maksudnya voltage. V1, V2 and V3 tu adalah individual voltage across each resistor. Okay, so the total current I splits into I1, I2 and I3. So I could say that I total is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 equals to the sum up of the current. Okay, daripada equation 2 ni, okay, so kita tahu V equals to IR, Ohm's law, okay. So I is equals to V over R. So that's why we get this equation. So I total would be equals to V over R equivalent. And then I1 equals to V over R1 plus V over R2 plus V over R3. Okay, I just substitute due to this equation. Okay, and then you divide the equation with V. Sebab you perasan tak, in your equation you have V. So you divide your equation with V to cancel all the V, and then you will get, to find out the R total for the parallel circuit is 1 over R equivalent equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Kalau you masih ingat, actually dengan capacitance kita terbalik. Untuk cari capacitance total untuk parallel, kita just sum up. Betul? So maksudnya macam mana cara nak hafal? You just terbalikkan, hafal satu je. Biasanya kita familiar dengan resistor, betul? Sebab kita dah belajar since secondary. Therefore, untuk capacitor you just terbalikkan je lah. Okay? And then we move to problem solving strategy. Okay, kalau you masih ingat untuk capacitance, is actually cara kita nak selesaikan sebiji. Memang sebiji. But then the difference is, kalau untuk capacitor, kita ada CQV untuk kita punya column. But since kita belajar Ohm's law, kita ada equation V equals to IR. So your columns mesti ada V, mesti ada I, mesti ada R. Okay. And then you punya circuit untuk you reduce. Okay, so the problem solving strategy yang pertama, you kena reduce circuit. Yang ni sama je. Okay, identify which one connection is series, which one is parallel, and then you reduce one by one. And then after that, you calculate effective resistance. Kalau sebelum ni kita calculate effective capacitance. Dan going down the column. Okay, ni arrow ni maksudnya going down lah. You dah reduce and then refer you punya diagram tu yang you dah reduce, and then tengok dia punya connections series ke parallel, and then you akan decide either you nak guna R total equals to R1 plus R2 untuk series, ataupun you akan guna 1 over R total equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. Okay, untuk parallel. Okay, hopefully you clear. So sampai habis kolom yang bawah, and then you akan calculate I total dengan V total. Okay, you kena sekarang you kena isi ikut L pula. And then you dah dapat yang bawah total, and then you akan jump to up row. So number 4, reverse process to calculate I and V. So tadi kita turun bawah, sekarang kita akan naik atas untuk isi kita punya row by row. Okay, hopefully you clear lah. Okay, pastikan you punya column mesti ada circuit untuk reduce. Mesti you ada column dengan label dengan R and I, and then after that V. Mesti ada 4 column. Okay, itu yang wajib. And then as a summary, okay, benda yang paling penting, okay, yang pertama you just kena ingat, untuk series circuit, I would be equal at any point. I would be equal to I1, equals to I2, equals to I3. Okay, but then untuk parallel circuit, so you punya voltage yang akan sama di mana-mana. Okay, V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Maksudnya V across each resistor akan sama. Okay, so you hafal apa yang sama sahaja, itu yang paling penting. So maksudnya, kalau kat sini I dah sama, so VU you kena total lah. Kalau kat sini V dah sama, I you kena total. And then also with the how you want to calculate for the R equivalent. Okay, untuk series we have to sum up. But for parallel, you have to 1 over you punya R total tu. Ni kat sini biasanya is common mistake lah. Student tak buat 1 over you punya R total. And then your answer will be totally wrong. Okay, that's all for this video, and thank you very much.